Commercial acumen. Commercial acumen is an understanding of how industries and businesses work. It's about knowing what's going on in the world and analysing the way it might impact on your chosen sector and company. Part A. Demonstrate awareness of organisational and wider external factors affecting the work of an individual or a team in contributing to the wider organisational objectives. In your exam, you will need to demonstrate to the examiner your awareness of the organisation and its wider external environment that affects and influences the business. A link between your day-to-day work and the business as a whole must be identified and be appreciated. Always keep in mind the scenario in your case study and how you can bring your own business experience to the table, in order to show the examiner that you are comfortable with the subject matter and how you would deal with similar issues in the real world. Make appropriate and practical recommendations to the examiner that relate directly to the scenario. Part B. Use judgment to identify key issues in determining how to address or resolve problems and in proposing and recommending the solutions to be implemented. The Google definition of judgment is the ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. In the exam, use judgment to pinpoint the main issues in determining how to address or resolve problems and in giving recommendations and alternative solutions to be taken into consideration. Make a list of your main key points and write them, then only keep the points that are relevant to the scenario of the case study and will solve the problems mentioned. Do not make points that you are unsure of and cannot be supported by the material in the case study. Only keep points that answer a real problem in the scenario and will also present opportunities. Part C. Show insight and perception in understanding work-related and organisational issues, including the management of conflict, demonstrating acumen in arriving at appropriate solutions or outcomes. The Google definition of insight is the capacity to gain an accurate and deep understanding of someone or something. In your exam, show insight and perception in understanding work-related and organisational issues, including the management of conflict, demonstrating acumen in arriving at appropriate solutions or outcomes. Share personal business knowledge that you may know of, but only if it is relevant to the scenario. Make sure that the point you make will really help the decision-making of the organisation. Think about how the points you make will relate to the strategy and board-level management. Remember that the SBL exam does not focus on bottom operational level, but the strategic top. Ask yourself, are my recommendations practical and actionable? Will the stakeholders of the company accept them?